You folks are brand new, aren't you?
Yes.
Would you like some of these professionals maybe to come in and help you out? Give you a little advice? Yeah?
Congratulations! You're one step closer to learning the exact methods the pros use to hunt, buy, sell, and profit.
Welcome to Storage Auctions Insider. We're American auctioneers, Dan and Laura Dodson.
This is what we roll out of bed for. Get a good look, folks.
We're proud to announce this free video training series where you'll learn pro strategies you need to succeed and profit from storage auctions.
In Storage Auction Insider, we brought together a seasoned team of real auction hunters and pro pickers to walk you through the entire process of buying at storage auctions and reselling your items for profit.
You'll follow two newbies through their first storage auction while our team of pros share their expert strategies and fill you in on what to do and what not to do.
Why don't we bring these out and take a look at them, and then I can tell you what we think.
At the end of this fact-packed free training, you'll know how to make money full or part-time.
Putting together the puzzle pieces.
Everybody thinks, oh, okay, great, I bought a unit. Okay, so now what? Now what are you going to do?
Over the next 50 minutes, you're going to learn skills that you can apply today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for all your help.
Even though we're taking you to a storage auction here, many of these tips can be applied to garage sales, estate sales, and every other place you can buy and sell.
Gone to garage sale after garage sale or estate sale after estate sale. Gone to the swap meets. I mean, there's been days where I'm literally out searching 10, 12 hours.
I sell at the swap meet. I sell on Craigslist. I sell on eBay.
You don't have to just sell things one way. You can pull from every different facet to try to figure out the best way and what works for you the best.
At the end of this free video, we're going to give you a chance to be mentored by our pros and take your newfound knowledge to the next level.
I think that anybody can do it in less time than it took me.
There's nothing like this available today. If you don't have 50 minutes to change your future, bookmark this page and come back to it. You are not going to want to miss out.
I recognize a good deal when I see it.
Are you ready?
Let's get started.
This is Storage Auctions Insider.
Good job.
My name is Melissa Miller, and I'm here today for my very first storage auction.
All right, well, we're almost there. 5 minutes of game time.
I love treasure hunting because I like being able to find the diamond in the rough. It's exciting, it's adventurous. I can't wait.
I don't think we ever thought we'd become professionals and do it full time. And now we've realized, hey, how great is this? That we can have a pastime, we're doing it together, and we're making a few bucks at it too.
Since this is our first time as actual bidders and not just looky-loose, I'm a little nervous. When we first started dating, my husband and I would go to swap meets and thrift store shopping, and that was kind of like a hobby of mine that I had him kind of join me on. And then we heard about this.
Two now 250. Two now 250. Gotta be two now 250.
We thought, well, why not give it a try and make a little extra income?
I'd love to be a pro picker. I think it'd be awesome.
Do you know who the auctioneers are anyway?
I was gonna wait to surprise you. Dan and Laura Dodson.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We are so excited about the fact that Dan and Laura Dodson are going to be here doing the auction.
Big unit here, folks.
We've seen them on TV shows, and we're thrilled.
Sell it your way, 1,350 big bucks.
Well, babe, I don't know. I think you and I, the last 16 years, probably sold 10,000 auctions. How's so much time go by so quickly?
We're Dan and Laura Dodson. We're with American Auctioneers, and we're the featured auctioneers on Storage Wars every Tuesday night on A&E. Hey, Laura, why don't you sell this unit, babe?
You know, thanks to Storage Wars and these other auction shows, auction hunting has really taken off.
Oh, I know it. It has. It's different in today's economy. Everybody needs cash to make ends meet, babe.
That's why it's important to educate these newbies so they can just be successful, good, loyal buyers.
Absolutely.
And they're feeding their families because that's what it's all about.
My name is Scott, and I am unemployed. I was recently fired, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm tired of working for people. I want my own business. I want to be my own man. I want to be my own boss. I've been watching a lot of reality TV. I've watched that show a zillion times. I think I can win my first storage unit, so why not? Let's try. I mean, look, how hard can it really be? I've watched a lot of hours of this show. I'm not a pro, but I kind of feel like one.
Troy Howerton. I'm a picker from San Diego, California, and I'm also known as the Redneck Picker.
I do estate sales, garage sales, the swap meet. Doesn't matter. There's always a place to get inventory. But today, we're doing storage auctions.
Storage auctions have been in my wheelhouse for about 13 years. First storage unit I bought, $75, $900 profit. You have to get it, all right? This isn't about truly just buying a storage locker full of. This is about the resale of it.
So today I'm heading over to an auction. I'm ready to roll here. Got cash in my pocket, ready to spend it.
My name is Nabila Hannes, and I currently buy storage auctions for a living.
I love it, personally. I mean, that's what I do. I've bought commercial units, I've bought restaurant units, I've bought, you know, everything.
20 years ago, I was driving by a thrift store that had a for lease sign on it. I wanted to know how to get the merchandise. I didn't know. He said, oh, well, that's easy. I can show you that. And he actually took me to my first auction.
200.
50-50, last about a call. 50-50, sold 325.
Needless to say, I ended up buying the unit, and it was one of the best units I ever bought. And that was the first one, and I was hooked after that.
My name is Drenton, and I've been a professional picker for probably over 10 years at least. I've been collecting and buying things for fun since I was 5 years old. How much are you asking on the magazines? My dad came home with my older brother, and they had a box of baseball cards. And the whole collecting was a great father-son experience. That was our way to bond.
For you, $3.
Gone to garage sale after garage sale or estate sale after estate sale. Gone to the swap meets. I mean, there's been days where I'm literally out searching 10, 12 hours. I like storage auctions because to me it's a form of treasure hunting. You don't always know what you're going to get. You might find jewelry, you might find hidden electronics. You never know. I mean, people store everything. The auction business is definitely a game.
My name is Steve Cox, and I am the Suburban Picker. I buy everything. I buy contractors' equipment, I buy trucks sometimes, boats. Is this for your little guy here?
For him and his brother.
Antique furniture, just about nothing I won't buy and nothing I haven't bought.
How about $750?
$750 I think is a fair deal.
You have to go to the show, you have to look around at auctions, swap meets, flea markets. If it's your passion, it's no big deal, it's fun.
So,
Yeah, you bet.
that was so exciting.
If you just start small and do baby steps, take your time, you'll learn. And you'll make money eventually. And it won't take that long either.
All right, give me a high five. High five. High five, P.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Brian.
And we're Storage Heroes. My name's Rebecca Fox, and I go by Storage Hero, which is the name of my company, and I'm a professional auction hunter.
900.
Thank you, babe. And we were like, well, that'd be fun to do. We got into it.
We made $550 on our first auction. The rest is history.
I'm really excited we get to go to auction today.
I'm the one that goes through the unit, makes sure what's definitely trash, what's definitely valuable, what needs to be packed here, what's fragile, what's this, what's that. Meanwhile, he's, chunking the heavy stuff into the van. It just kind of works out that way.
We buy everywhere. In the beginning, we only bought storage auctions because that's what we really like to do. We actually won a phone call with Dan Dotson way back when we were first starting out. And I remember, I'll never forget, he said, you have to diversify. You have to. You can't just do one thing because everyone else is doing everything and they're going to pass you up. And that stuck with us.
Oh wow, more CDs. A lot of CDs, holy cow.
I love mystery, I love adventure, I love scavenger hunts.
I love the hunt. I love the thrill of combat.
That really is a good collection of heavies. Jesus. Every time I look at this stuff, it blows me away. This belongs in a museum. We came a long way from Louisiana, so we better make a good show of it.
Absolutely.
Show them how we do it down south.
I
woke up today and I jumped out of bed for the first time in a long time. I've been unemployed. I was like, this is the day. When it comes to a plan, I have none. Where's the auction?
Oh, it was canceled.
I don't know. What do you mean, cancel?
I'm sorry. Well, if a tenant pays their facility fees, they get to keep their stuff. Oh, we updated this morning, so you either have to call the same day of or ahead of time.
Yeah, I drove 45 minutes though to get here.
I'm sorry, it was canceled.
Here's the thing. You as a storage auction buyer, it is your responsibility to call and make sure that those auctions are still happening. Because believe me, they could say there's an auction at 10 o'clock and you've got 15 units there. 15 different people could show up and pay 15 different bills at 10 o'clock when the auction starts. It's gonna happen.
I'm sorry.
Whatever. They dropped the ball, you know? That's not my fault.
You didn't do your job, your homework. That's one of the most important things. Make sure the damn thing's still happening.
Scott 0, storage place 1.
This is the very first auction that Scott and I have attended that we will actually be bidding on. We attended other auctions to kind of get the gist of how everything works.
And we've done it as a spectator, and we did it with the intention of learning as much as we could. We wanted to watch the auctioneers. We wanted to watch the other bidders.
You look at a lot of units, you figure the price, you fine-tune your skills. In the meantime, you watch all these professional buyers. You figure out who's experienced, who's a newbie, who looks like they might get screwed, and who looks like they might have scored.
The piece de resistance, that's it. This is what we roll out of bed for. Get a good look, folks.
We'd actually sit and try to guess what was in the storage unit and see if we were correct at all.
What did I think that unit went for? The first unit, you might figure it at 50 bucks, it might bring 500. Maybe there was something there you missed.
I just don't bid just to bid. I bid because I want to make money.
This is your hard-earned money that's in your pocket. You're getting ready to risk.
We always left our money at home. That was our fail-safe, just to make sure we wouldn't get caught up in the action and start throwing money away that we couldn't afford.
If you don't know what you're doing or who's around you, you're just throwing your money away.
There's a lot more to it than people, I think, actually realize. I spoke with the storage manager this morning. His name is Alfonso, really nice guy. He confirmed that the auction is a go, but they only have 1 unit. The rest are canceled.
Well, that's a bummer. I was hoping there'd be at least 3.
Yeah, me too.
That just means we only have 1 chance to win.
Well, he said the storage unit is relatively large. It's like a 10 by 30 unit, and according to their records, I guess the owners haven't been there in months.
Well, do you know anything about them? Any details at all?
I guess they were a 30-something couple from Newport Beach. Really nice couple, but he said he doesn't know what happened to them or why they gave up the unit.
Well, they could have moved or gotten divorced. Who knows? Get as much information as you can about the unit that's going to go up for auction, because every bit of information is going to let me know how high I should bid.
If you're new, I would get there as early as possible, all right? Because you, before you even go through those gates, you're going to need some information.
Morning. You must be Alfonso.
I'm Alfonso.
I'm Melissa Miller. This is my husband, Scott.
Nice to meet you, Scott.
How you doing?
I'm the woman that you spoke with earlier who asked you like a million questions.
I remember.
And we're first timers, you know.
All right, good luck today, guys.
I think a huge person in your network is actually the storage unit manager on site. And if you're a full-time auction buyer and you do not have a rapport or some kind of a relationship built with that person that has that golden goose kind of information, you have failed.
Hey, Alfonso, is there any sort of an entrance fee?
No entrance fee, just a cleaning deposit, and that's only if you buy a unit.
Oh. The list of things that you need to know goes on, and they're all things that you can ask the storage manager. You know, we want to know what the cleaning deposit is. We need to know how quickly do we need to have the unit empty and cleaned out. It varies from auction to auction, so these are things that you've got to find out.
Try and pry. I mean, be like, hey, do you know what size they are? Is it 5 by 5, 10 by 20? Ask them if it's indoors or outdoors, because that can help tell you if it's going to be very dirty, if it's going to be nice and clean.
If they like you, sometimes they'll say, well, hey, Steve, you know, this person's been here for 10 years. They've always paid their rent on time.
there was Mrs. Wilson, and she's got some nice things in there. It looks like some antiques. She's been paying on it for 15 years. Oh, good information.
Yeah, and they might go, oh yeah, she used to come in with her nephew every once in a while and drop a few things off and pick a few things up. She wore a cane, they drove a Mercedes.
Look at the publications. Some of these buyers come in and I'm looking at them, they're crossing off and they go, is this unit? And they go, Ethel's unit's coming up or something. And he says, that name, that means kind of antique-y to me. And I'm like, oh, very good. Sure enough, it's kind of an older unit, and he just got it from the name.
They're definitely asking a lot of questions all the time, but you got to try to get a better perspective on which unit to bid on. Looks like today most of the bidders are already here, so why don't you go ahead and wait with them right around the corner.
Great.
Thanks. Good luck today, guys.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
We're ready. We feel as though we've done all of our homework. I hope we've done everything correctly to make sure that it goes positively.
Who's going to do the bidding?
Well, why don't we see who the bidders are, and then we'll figure out our strategy from there, okay?
All right. Sounds good.
Scott thinks that he's going to be the one that's going to be in charge and doing all the bidding, and I'll let him think that, but I'll be the one that takes control.
I'll be doing the bidding. She gets a little excited, and she'll keep wanting me to needle the price up, and we'll go over what our limit is if I let her do it.
Come on, boys. Come on, girls. Showtime. Showtime. Let's go, boys and girls. That's this way.
I have a good feeling about this one. It's in a good spot. It's easy to get to. You have outside access.
There's a lot of people. I had no idea we have to bid against as many people.
All right, boys and girls, gather around. We're going to have an auction sale. Everything you buy today is going to be as is, where is. And these aren't guarantees, warranties, express or implied. It's going to be a cash-only sale, so don't spend more money you have in your pocket.
Yeah, I want to get a good spot. I want to be able to see it as much as we can.
We're going to open up this door. Please don't go inside. We're going to give you a few minutes to look around, then we're going to sell it. Again, to who's ever got the most cash in their pocket. You find any personal goods in here, put them in a box, give it to management. That'd be great. That's it. If you guys are ready to go, we're ready to go, huh? All right, we'll go ahead and...
Whoa, wait, what's up, everybody? Is this already started right? Because it's like 1:05.
I know, we're ready to go right now.
Yeah,
You ready?
Talk about a tight schedule.
We're about to start right now, boss.
Okay, because I was at another one and they canceled and nobody even told me, so.
Go ahead and take the lock off that.
Hey, whoa, what about the lock cut? What about the lock cut? Can we cut that? Can we cut the lock cut?
You know, we did that about 3 weeks ago.
Where the big sounds and the the show.
We did that about 3 weeks ago. What's the deal on this?
3 weeks ago. What are you doing?
All right, boys and girls, take a look at this. Let these people look, because you came in last, so you just kind of get at the end of the line. Go ahead and take a look and look it over. Don't overlook anything about it. If you were here first, you could go first, but you weren't, so you need to get right back behind those folks. Thanks, sir.
He rolled open the door. We grab our flashlight, and we start to look and see what's inside.
Fridge, tires, really nice piece of Ralph Lauren.
You have a flashlight I can borrow?
You know, I'm sorry I don't, but these folks, you can get right next to somebody that does have one.
Great big ice trays.
Some folks are nice, I'll let you. Other folks aren't so nice.
Nobody said anything about flashlights, And apparently, it's dark in those storage units.
We definitely brought flashlights. We brought one for my wife, and we brought one for me.
Everybody else is using their flashlight to look for stuff, but I have no clue really what I'm looking for at this point.
So the door rolls up. What do you look for? What I do first is I spot what's in my wheelhouse, what I know has value, what I know how, where, and how fast I'm gonna flip it, okay? Then I start putting the pieces together where there's smoke, there's fire. Then I start going, all right, I got a little calculation in my head versus my risk versus what my reward's gonna be. Depends on the smoke and the fire.
This is what we tend to do. We'll get right up front. You can't see what it is unless you're up front. We both will get a good look, and then we'll drop back. We get together, we do a lot of whispering, and we'll say to each other, hey, did you see that, pre-Civil War table? Or hey, did you spot the Jazz Fest posters? There's certain things you kind of look for. And then she says a number, I say a number. So we're both on the same page. And then we come somewhere in between, and that's what we try to do. I'll try to say go to 1,200.
I think there's more, I think there's more in the value, but 1,200 is safe.
If somebody goes way over that, forget it. I'm not in this to win the unit. I'm here to make money. But I will say this here, there's times where that door goes open, I'll look in there and I'll be like, and I'll start to back away, and she'll sit there and look, and she gets that look. All we have to do is glance at each other. And that lets the other one know, hey, there's something really neat in here. There's what you directly see, and then there's what could be hidden. The way I do it is, if I spot something that's really nice, I know what I could sell it for. That's my downside. and I try not to exceed the downside.
I don't normally verbalize while I'm standing in front of a unit, and I see this with new people all the time. They'll stand in front of the unit and point out things and talk about the unit. That is just so wrong to do. You've got 20 people standing behind you. They can hear everything you're saying.
Fridge, tires, really nice piece like Ralph Lauren, armoire, piece, 2 lamps.
Maybe this person doesn't see it. Why would you point it out to them?
If there are professional moving boxes with a logo or sticker, that might mean that, okay, somebody had a little bit more money to afford for the movers to move their stuff into the storage unit.
I mean, you figure if people buy boxes from a box store or a storage facility, they spent $3 or $4 per box.
They had really nice furniture, and everything's either shrink wrapped or palleted, or very nicely packed.
You can tell the quality of life of the individual. Were they lower class? Were they middle class? In for a penny, in for a pound. You see a big ticket item, and then another one, and then another one, and then you lose the boxes in the back. There's a damn good bet that there's good stuff in those boxes.
Every unit's different. Some will be nice and clean, and everyone can see everything. The units where it's very, very packed, I'll take my time. I mean, if it's not 200 people in line waiting to push you by real quick, I will get down low, I'll get up high, I'll try and look through little holes and cracks of like all the merchandise. It can be real dark, but you light it up, you might see something that just stands out.
And it's all about knowing what you're looking at. How much could you sell that coffee table for? Was it made in the colonial times, or is it just refurbished to look like it was old, or does that polyurethane mean it's only from the 70s? Sometimes it's just the little things.
All right, and as soon as the last set of eyeballs gets on this unit, we're going to go ahead and we're going to sell it. Yep, that's right. We're going to sell it. Who's ever got the most cash in there? Hey, you can't go inside the unit, man. You got to do it from the outside. Sorry about that.
In reality, if someone touches anything in the unit, they're supposed to be banned from bidding.
Remember, boys and girls, you can't go inside the unit. You got to buy it just like we inventory it from the door.
Those rules.
Yeah, I know, we got rules. Is this your first sale?
No shit.
You never want to give an auctioneer a hard time. I've never done it myself, but I've seen plenty of people that have, and they usually either get kicked out or they don't get invited back, or he just ignores you.
I just met you. I don't want to get off on the wrong foot.
You want to get in good with the auctioneer.
How you doing, Danny?
Great, man. How you been? Good to see you.
Thanks. Good to see you.
Hey, kid. What's happening with you, man?
Talk to your auctioneer because he's got a lot of vital information, or she has a lot of vital information that they'll share with you.
All right, you got 24 hours to clean this one out, all right? You wait until you buy it, and if you're successful, then you'll put up a cleaner deposit. You'll get that back when you clean it out by the end of the day tomorrow.
I don't have a lot of places to store this stuff, so I'm going to probably be driving a lot of it around in my car. I don't know if that's frowned upon. It is in the relationship world. And someone better help me with this because, I don't know how I'm going to do this by myself.
If you don't have the money in your pocket, please don't bid.
It's a cash-only sale. Make sure you know that you're ready for that.
Take all the time you need, but hurry up.
My heart was pounding, let me tell you. I was sweating, but I tried to keep my composure so that nobody knew that my heart was racing a million miles a minute.
You know what? I have a handful of cash, and if someone flipped a switch on me, it would say buy mode, because that's the mode I'm in.
All right, if you're ready to go, I'm ready to go, and here we go, how much money, and here we go, how much money. Who give me $1,000 for it? Who give me 500? 500, 500, 5 where? 500. 50 bucks. You give me 100. 1 there. 100 and a half. 150. 100 bucks. 100 and a half. You're out. 100 and a half down. 2 and a half. 3. 3 and a half. 3 and a half. 4 and a half. You're out. I got 400 there. 4 and a half. 5. Give me 500. 500. 500. 600.
I want people to know that here's a big spender. This is a new guy on the block.
600. You're at 5, sir. Now 600. Where? I got 500. 6, 8, 7. I got 7 there. 7. I have 8 there. You're 7.5. 9. $1,000. I got 9 there.
Not get emotional. Stick with your plan. Understand the risk versus the reward on your smoke and your fire.
There's going to be enough times when you accidentally will lose money. So you don't need to on purpose lose money. You need to concentrate on double and triple your money or better.
If it's getting up over my price, then I'm thinking to myself, what did I not see? Then I'm going to go look again. Oh shit, there's one of those in there. I didn't notice the corner or the piece or the brand or the logo, whatever it might be. Till the hammer drops, man, it's still fair game to take a look in there.
1,011 now 12 there, 13 ma'am. I got 1,200, 13, 1350, 14 you in.
If you're a newcomer and if you haven't gotten the ear or the eye of the auctioneer to know what your bidding signal signs. You might be a herp, you know, we all know what Dave says.
There are times when I don't make a loud bid. You won't hear me. You'll see me nodding, or I've worked out a deal with some of the auctioneers. Hey, I'm gonna give you a sign. I'll do this on the side. I'll tap my foot. They don't have to know that you're bidding. I mean, it's not anyone's business who's got the bid.
I have another lady, whenever she opens up her cell phone, she's bidding. She doesn't want anyone to know. When she puts that thing up to her ear, she's on. And when she closes that thing, put it down, that's her last bid. And I gotta watch and see where she's going with that.
An auctioneer is sharp, will pick up on that.
$50, folks, 50 where? Put your hand in the air. Anybody at $50 looking for 50? Thank you, now 50, I heard it.
Let that auctioneer know, I might be interested in this unit, keep an eye on me. And they certainly will. As an auctioneer, a professional auctioneer, if somebody tells me that, I don't care where they're at in that crowd, I am going to look for them.
1450.
1450.
I got 15. 15. Redneck necklaces. Yes.
Oh, yep, here.
And don't be an impulsive buyer. We see that a lot. You know, they get caught up in the auction chant and the frenzy of it happening, and they just keep going, and they're bidding. And
1550 with Steve. 16 there, 1650. 1600, 1650. I got 16. Are you 17, ma'am?
16.
17. I've already got 16. 17,
17.
17. Did I do 17? 17.
I suggest if you're new, you stay as far back as you possibly can so you can see what's going on around you and who it is, and try to hone in. And it may be a wink out of the old timer that's out of your, you know, your eye shot, and you have no idea who it is.
Watch what's going on, get the dynamic, see who's who, because once again, it's you versus them. You're not against the auctioneer, and you're not bidding against the facility. You're bidding against those people. Get to know who they are.
1650, now 17, 1750 right there.
If the price goes too high, I simply walk away.
They might bid you up just because they know they can. And that's going to do nothing but cost you money, cost your family money. That's going to be profit that you're not going to have in your pocket. I know that, you know, on TV, Dave the Mogul, he likes to do that. He wants to get into your head. He wants you to think that he's going to bid as many times as he can until he gets it. But if it's something he really doesn't want and you think, oh, he's going to bid it and he's going to get it, he might just leave it in your pocket anywhere.
People a lot of times will say, oh, it's evil if you're trying to bid someone up. It's just part of the game. It's strategy. You want them to have less money so you have hopefully more money to win the next good unit.
If you bid somebody up and they give you a mean look, you don't have to look at them in a mean way. You can keep your concentration right on the auctioneer. Focus in on that. They're looking at you mean, so what? It's just business.
You have to know when to stop. You don't want to go into auction fever, because I've been there, and everybody else will get into it too. You can't help it.
1750 where? I got 1700 here. 17 and a half where? 18 there. 18 and a half. 1850. 18 and a half right here. 19.
My advice is put your money right back in your pocket, take your lick and learn from it, and then use that to your advantage the next time, and then continue to build on that. Do not get emotional.
50, 1900, you're out. 19 right there. 1950 now. I've got 1900, 1950 where? I got 19 there. 1950 now. 1950 Scott. 1950 going once. 1900, 1950 going twice. All in, all through, all done. Gotta go guess what now? Sell it your way. You get it for 1900 big bucks. $1,900 your way. You bought it. You bought it.
All
right. What's your name?
Melissa Miller.
All right. Very good. Are you resale?
Scott Miller. No.
All right. Very good to meet you. All right. $1,900. Pay the lady in the office, and thank you very much.
You know, new buyers should know and be aware that if they spend $500 on a unit, they're going to have to pay tax. They also have to pay a cleaning deposit. Find out prior, call the facility and ask them, what are your deposits? Is it 100 per unit? Is it 50 a unit? Is it each and every unit? I got to have some disposable money on the side, because you can't think of that as your auction money. That's deposit money.
And do you have a lock for this unit?
Your lock is what protects that after the fact. As much as you need money to buy the unit, you're going to need locks to secure it, because once you pay for it, that's your property. Would you walk out of your house in the middle of the night and leave the door wide open? You might as well just put a sign up that says, take my belongings.
You have a truck?
We pick up truck. Don't show up to a freaking storage auction, you know, with a Honda Civic hatchback, and there's 25 lockers for sale. Okay.
It's not just buying a unit. Then you got to unload it. You got to get rid of the trash, because there's always trash. Make sure that you've got some way to move it, because A lot of facilities will give you between 24 to 48 hours to remove the items, or else you lose your deposit.
You got 2 units, 48 hours. Do you need extra time?
I'm
or?
probably going to need
Okay.
it, but I'm going to work on it today.
Okay.
I got my guys here.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and start today, and
All right.
then if I need extra time, I will let Manny know.
Perfect. I'll put it on here. Yep.
Most places will do a 24 to 48 hour cleanup. A lot of times they'll do less. So if the facility only has one 10 by 10 and they have 5 people standing in their lobby waiting to rent, they're gonna hustle you. They're gonna say, we need you to get it out now.
You have to ask yourself a whole bunch of questions before you buy what's behind that door.
I would say that new buyers should know that you should have gloves, you should have dollies, you should know where you're going to go with this merchandise. If you have heavy appliances, you might need a truck with a lift gate.
Or an extra help.
Or you might need some extra help.
You don't have a lock, you don't have a plan. You folks are brand new, aren't you?
Yes.
So you bought a unit, you're thinking to yourself, what now? What am I going to do with all this shit? Okay, I mean, let me tell you something. More people than will admit have that exact feeling.
Would you like some of these professionals maybe to come in and help you out? Give you a little advice?
Yes.
We'd love some.
A part of our success is surrounding ourselves with great people and networking. And if you're going to be self-employed and you're going to be a picker, you need to have people that you network with. Steve has got a wealth of knowledge. You know, I could take a picture of anything and send it to Steve, and he'd probably most likely tell me what it is and maybe about what it's worth. Everybody needs networks like that.
I think that anybody can do it in less time than it took me, because there were no shows, there was nobody telling you what to do, and nobody would tell you what to do. Nobody wanted to give away their secrets.
There's different forums out there besides eBay.
WorthPoint is a wonderful tool for buyers and sellers. You go on, if you type in your item, it'll give you all the items that have sold on eBay, auctions, over the last few years. And then you'll be able to see whether or not, what you're buying is a good buy or not.
We've got Troy, the redneck picker. Now his moniker is keep your head on a swivel. That means don't miss a good opportunity if it's out there.
You got any old toys like Transformers or G.I. Joes? I sell at the swap meet. I sell on Craigslist. I sell on eBay. I do different furniture shows. I sell to people that are coming into town to do Comic-Con, okay? That I've reached out through forums, oh my gosh, for specialty items. Go to the forum boards. Next thing you know, a guy in New Jersey saw the post that knows a guy in Seattle who knows a guy in San Diego. Boom, you got a buyer right in your backyard.
Nabila I've known for 15 years. She's been a unit buyer for over 20 years. She's very smart. You've seen her on some of the shows out there, and she's by herself, but she's got a great network around her.
Everybody thinks, oh, okay, great, I bought a unit. Okay, so now what? Now what are you going to do? There's a lot of work involved.
Oh, we scored already.
We had Rebecca and Brian from Storage Heroes, and they do professional yard sales.
Once you get to know the dynamic of the people around you, some people are better at the furniture. Some people are better with CDs. Some people are better with glassware, and this is all stuff you're going to find. Every unit that rolls up is not going to be the Ming vase sitting in the middle of the floor that you're going to sell for $28,000. It's just not going to happen.
If you look through my phone right now, you can type W and the word once will pop up, and I have about 500 people wants records, wants xylophones, wants jukeboxes, wants dog toys, wants, antique furniture.
Definitely networking does help a lot. It really does. If you don't do it, you better have the capability of getting rid of all of that stuff on your own. And if you don't have a great big place to store all this stuff, it's kind of best to be able to pick up the phone and, hey, Johnny, could you use those couches? Or even standing there as the bidding's done and you bought that unit, look at Johnny and be like, Johnny, want the couches?
It might be another buyer that you're bidding up against, but he's so into restaurant stuff, and I'm going to sell it to him, and he's going to turn around and sell it to that guy, but I'm going to make money through him.
Well, it's beautiful because everybody wins. And then on the flip side, say Johnny knows that you do jewelry. Well, he finds some jewelry, it's $450 worth of gold, and the schmuck down the street wants to give him $200, but he knows I'll give him $350. Well, then I'll take that and I'll go get my $450.
I know I can trust them. I know they can come to my home or business. I don't have to worry about it. They're good for the money. It's easy to deal with them. It might be a 10-minute appointment to just swap the money for the good as opposed to 10, 20, 30 appointments where I spend wasting my time with buyers who aren't interested or expected something different. So it's important once you meet somebody that only buys a certain something that you keep them.
when eBay came around, I think Drenton was probably about 9 or 10 years old, and he grew up, he absolutely grew up in this online services.
Computer savvy.
Where a lot of people don't want to go in there and put the homework and the work into this. He's good at it.
The buck work?
Sorry.
Bring it on. Everyone's out there for something else. And since I like to sell online, I look for a lot of smaller items, which work good for me, where a lot of the people I compete against are going for bigger units, items, furniture, and whatnot, because they sell at the swap meet.
You watch the professionals. They all individually have great strengths, and if you can take that and put that all together, you make yourself a great, strong buyer.
Hey guys, Redneck Picker, Nabila, Steve, would you come over here and give us a hand? These folks are brand new.
No.
No way.
Never would again.
For real? They need a little help. Would you guys be willing to help them out?
Sure. Why not?
All right, you guys are in capable hands.
Could really use some advice. Well, let's see what we got. Let's see what you got, I should say. Buying units is one thing and selling them is another. But with me, I've learned to where there's almost nothing that I can't buy and make money on. I think I can help you with these two items and probably the larger furniture, because I do auctions and I also do shows, and I do a lot of furniture. You know, I've gotten myself deep into this thing, so I buy a lot of stuff. But you don't have to be that aggressive. You know, even if you have a regular job, you can do this on the weekends. You can make another $1,000, $2,000 a month income off of this, just from little items that you pick up at yard sales. Why don't we bring these out and take a look at them, and then I can tell you what we think.
There we go.
This is really nice underneath it. You've
Got like a great
cabinet
wooden
underneath.
top.
Yeah.
Really, really
Oh,
nice.
do you think you'll be able to sell that and get some good money?
Absolutely. Well, I hear all the time, I only buy what I like. If I only bought what I liked, I'd be completely out of business right now. There's one thing I've learned is that you don't buy what you like. You buy what you think somebody else might like.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, wow.
We would sell this probably at Rose Bowl. It's all going to be a learning tool no matter what. You're going to lose on some things, but then you're going to win on others.
What do you think you could get for this?
$2 to $3 grand probably, I would think.
Really? That one piece.
One
You could use it in the kitchen. It's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can see how well it's constructed.
Not bad for our first unit.
Not bad. For most people, I suggest just to have their own storage unit, but they need to go through what they're buying before they put their stuff in their storage unit. It doesn't take long to filter out the junk. Even the sofa, I recognize this name here, over here. You can tell it's really soft leather.
Looks in great shape.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just don't buy a lot in the beginning. If you get in over your head, you're going to get overwhelmed and you're going to say, forget it. You know, this is too much for me. But if you just start small and do baby steps, take your time, you'll learn. And you'll make money eventually. And it won't take that long either.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
I got my eye on a couple things that I think I can help you out with. Come on in.
All right.
All right. I sell at swap meets. I have an antique booth. I sell online.
If you have something that's special out there, there's probably a group of people that are interested in that. Yes. And if you can break into their forum and say, hey, I got this item on sale, here's the link to my eBay or my link to my Craigslist ad, find in that group of people that have interest in what you have, and that's what it's all about. Find the right butt for the right saddle, and you're in good shape.
You pointed out the gunpowder over there.
Yeah.
I always use the term where there's smoke, there's fire. I could see that, but I couldn't quite tell exactly what was going on back here. But once I got in the unit, this is all, I'm going to tell you right now, this is gun reloading equipment.
Oh.
We'll pull it out, we'll take a look at it, but the powder told the story. And then the other thing, you got a fresh set of tires. When you find a fresh set of stock wheels and tires, that means that he drove his new truck right down to a dealer and put, you know, big fancy wheels and tires on it, jacked it all up, you know. And these are just left sitting here. So if I were to go buy a new set of tires, it'd cost me about $800 to $1,000, right?
Right.
So I'll help you sell some of this stuff, but I'm taking the tires.
That sounds fair to
Deal?
me.
And it's like
Deal's
putting
kind of
together the puzzle pieces. All right,
Exactly.
let's wheel out the tires
So grab that.
and get this started.
Okay.
Go ahead and take that.
Go right ahead, guys. Oh.
Easy there, tough guy. You've got loads in here. You've got the press. That's a progressive, so you can do more than one at a time.
Yeah.
But once you got this stuff, you know, understand it. Get intimate with it. I don't mean a weird way, but it's like learn it. and understand what is the best selling outlet for that particular piece. These two together, because of this one's a nicer one, you know, $600-700 for the pair on the quick flip market. You know, you don't want to sit on anything. You want to get your money back as fast as you can.
Sure.
If I see $1,500, my rule is I got to be able to sell that $1,500 in 7 to 10 days. So when I look at $1,500, I'm talking on the street $1,500, not sitting out at the swap meet, waiting 3 weeks, putting on eBay 30 days. It's got to go. If you're a new person, before you ever bought that locker, you should have already had your infrastructure in place, at least in your mind, a plan.
Thank you, Troy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Troy.
I sell basically everything, but my main thing is small stuff. Blankets, I mean clothing, pillows. This stuff is the kind of stuff that you want to take to swap meets.
Okay.
Here's some bags of clothes. They're from Nordstrom,
Yeah.
so, you know.
Can you turn a pretty good profit at swap meets?
It depends on the items and it depends on how much I buy it for. It's all about how much you pay. As long as it's cheap. You can make money on cheap. I go to swap meets. It took me years and years to figure this out. After thrift stores, an auction house, swap meets are the absolute best. Thank you, sir.
It's always a pressure.
Because you have ready-made customers. They're all there, ready to buy. You've got the right stuff, customers will come. So looking at all the smalls that I can see of what I can sell at the swap meet, we've got clothes, we've got DVDs, we've got CDs. It adds up. I would say we've got $800, $900 in smalls.
That's not bad.
That's
So,
really good.
Pretty good.
yeah.
The majority of the units that you buy, they're not going to be the big $1,000, $2,000 items. They're going to be that $20, $30, $50 item that you can double or triple your money on that, and that's where
that
you're.
up.
That's how you're going to feed.
But definitely we could take some of the smaller items. I see a box of DVDs.
Yeah,
we can
take a box
scan
of
them.
DVDs, yep.
Yeah, you scan the barcodes on your smartphone and you put it right on eBay. We'll keep our eBay and all of our information, WorthPoint, eBay, Craigslist, all on our mobile phone so that we can look up an item really fast to make sure we can get as much money or that it's what we thought. It does it automatically, everything for you.
No kidding.
It'll tell you high bidders, low bidders. It'll do the shipping for you. It'll put the
Everything.
picture up.
But what about this refrigerator? I mean, is that worth anything? Because I was thinking
don't open
Don't open it.
Why
You
not?
want to make sure, because it might smell really bad. A lot of people leave food in refrigerators. Yeah. You probably
Really?
can sell it 40 to 150 depending on the condition.
$40. That's it.
Depending
Well,
on how bad it is inside.
If it doesn't run, you can get $40. Say we buy a unit and it has a bunch of furniture, refrigerators and whatever. First thing you do is you put that on Craigslist because you want somebody local who's going to need it, who may be able to pick it up, or if you have to deliver it, it's going to be 10 miles away. You know, you don't want to eBay a refrigerator. Some guy in Vermont who's going to want it. Okay, so you do that first. You get rid of the big items, and then you just kind of funnel it down. You know, you finally get down to the pens and pencils, and you put all those in a bag. And you, at a garage sale, you let somebody give you $3 for that. You know, and you have to be smart about it every step of the way and maximize the amount of money you can make.
Do you see anything else?
The wardrobe.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Let's see what's in here.
I didn't even see it.
This one is.
It's wardrobes.
Yeah, we can definitely take the clothes.
Oh yeah. Too many people in this business, they'll go through a unit and they'll just throw away half this stuff. I would say we throw away 5 to 8%, not even 10%.
Unless there's something absolutely wrong with it, you cannot throw it away. You cannot donate it. And when you're trying to make a living at this business and you're serious, you have to make your money back. So if you're going to throw stuff away, $1 adds up.
And you just funnel that all the way from the big things all the way down. And if you get something really neat that's really expensive, you know, then maybe go more specialty. You know, maybe that's where you go eBay so that everybody can see it. You know, but you definitely put it all over the place and you just see what happens.
You don't want to garage sale something before you try it on eBay. You want to start with where you can get the most money, start there. If you can't sell it there, then move to the second most money, third most money, and then garage sale it.
What about like the books?
Books. Any idea about books?
Since we have to travel, we
Yeah,
don't
they're
deal
too
with books.
heavy.
Yeah.
Trenton for sure though would be able to do them for
we
you.
have.
I swore for the longest time I would not deal in books. Why? Because they're heavy, they're bulky, they take up room. That's where I get my good muscle tone. Check these out.
This guy is very, very smart at putting things on multiple online services, and he can absolutely maximize his profit out of what he sells.
Oof, books and books. Here's a little old one.
Ooh.
I've sold these before. This is actually, should be part of a set. Hopefully you got it all.
Oh, wow.
The works of Edgar Allan Poe. Yeah, it's a 10-book set. I didn't start selling books right away online unless they're really old. As time went on, I started talking to people about like Amazon and eBay for newer books, and I saw other people are doing well. Alibris is another marketplace website, basically for media items. When you list an item on Alibris, a book, they link into about 20 other smaller marketplace websites too. BarnesandNoble.com, Half.com, and you're just like, oh, okay, cool. All these different websites, and you only have to list on one. I sold these sets for about $40, $50, actually in much worse condition. Right here alone. For the set, yeah. Oh yeah, go right ahead.
Wow.
Just be careful though, it's from about the early 1900s.
Really?
That's really cool.
That is really
I want to keep
I think
that
that says about 1904, 1905, somewhere right about there. There might be a few books in there alone that could be $50 to $100 a piece. So you just have to look at every single one. You'll find random ones that might get $10, $20, $50. Meanwhile, the next 20 books will be a penny book or, you know, not worth it. So you just have to go through them.
Drenton, thanks so much.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate your help.
You don't have to just sell things one way. You don't just have to go to the swap meet or have a yard sale. You can take a little bit of Drenton, you can take a little bit of the redneck picker, you can pull from the storage heroes, you can pull from every different facet to try to figure out the best way and what works for you the best.
All right, honey, you were right. I was wrong.
It turned out to where it looks like it's going to be great for him.
Yay, first
Nice.
time.
Nice going.
Not bad.
Don't be greedy. Take a little cream, give a little cream, and that way we'll stimulate the whole economy, and it's part of the American dream.
Congratulations, you've completed Storage Auctions Insider.
And you've just unlocked the skills that will ensure your storage auction success.
Now the question is, how successful do you want to be?
What if you could go from making a profit on your first unit to making money from storage auctions every single week?
There are shop vacs. There's another sander that's worth $650. There was just so much stuff there. Easily triple my money on that.
And what if it was possible to take your auction hunting skills beyond storage auctions, so you could be a professional buyer and reseller using estate sales, auction houses, swap meets, garage sales, and more?
I've done many, many buyouts, and I can't think of a bad one.
Having consistent cash flow every week from this business instead of scoring here and there is 100% possible. Think of what that could do for you.
I'll give it to you for $2,500. Deal?
Yeah.
All right.
You could pay some overdue bills, put food on the table, keep a roof over your head, and have some spending cash in your pocket.
If you've got a passion for it and you're not afraid to work, you can absolutely make money in this business.
With the right training, anyone can be a successful pro picker.
I like smalls. I do a lot of books, paper, flat items.
We'll go to people's homes, we'll buy their estates, we'll buy their partial estates, we'll buy someone's collection, we'll consign. If somebody's got one piece of furniture, we'll consign it for them.
Imagine what it would be like to have a side business or a full-time career where you have the freedom that comes along with working for yourself.
When I lost my job, when I was a suit and tie, you know, we had a pretty good quality of life. I made pretty good money, but I was chained to the man, you know, I was answering to somebody else. And now I don't have that. I cannot tell you how much happier I am, how much happier I know my children are, and most importantly, how happy my wife is.
If becoming a pro picker is your dream, you're in the right place. If you're ready to get started, we're ready to provide you with all the tools you need. So far, we've taught you how to buy the right storage unit at the right price, but reselling is the key to success.
Buying units is one thing and selling them is another.
Think about it. It doesn't matter how many storage units you win unless you can make money off them through reselling.
You gotta be smart about it, you know? Smart buying, that's what I call it.
We'll show you how to sell your storage unit treasures and teach you how to find more merchandise at garage sales, swap meets, auction houses, and other buying venues.
For some people, it's very difficult to understand the concept of one man's junk is another man's treasure. It's all about perception. I don't buy for me. I buy what I think somebody else might want.
In short, we're going to give you the 411 on how to buy low and sell high.
Where do we buy? Anywhere that a deal can be made. Mostly storage units, storage facilities. We do a lot of estate sales now. Pretty much anything. If I could buy something for $1 and sell it for $2, I'll do it.
I've learned to where there's almost nothing that I can't buy and make money on.
Normally, pro pickers and storage auction buyers never share their secrets with anyone. But when this team of experts came together, our goal was to teach you everything we know so you can become an auction pro too. You're in the right place if you want to learn exactly how to make money and get the freedom you're looking for from this business. For those of you who are truly looking for success in this industry, here it is, the first ever Storage Treasures Pro Training Program.
This training shortcuts the learning curve. I wish I had it when I got started.
Here's the deal. In 9 core lessons, we'll cover everything you need to know to be a qualified storage auction buyer and pro picker.
Early in my career, I was just picking stuff to sell online and at the swap meet, maybe have a garage sale once in a while. But I've progressed over time and by sharpening my pointing my sword on trends and get in on the trend, recognize the trend, and how not to turn yourself into a complete retail business but yet still make money off the trend.
We'll also give you expert level details of buying and selling and teach you how to do it step by step.
Just on my seller hub page, it's called on Libris. With books, what's nice is I can just type in the ISBN number, just enter it in. Once you hit search, it brings it right up. It's even got a photo already listed. It's a general photo, but it works.
Okay, today I'm going to take some pictures of one of the razors I'm putting on eBay. So generally I try to take as many photos as I can, try to show everything that I can that's wrong with it, everything that any collector would want to see.
Sign up and you'll gain instant access to this one-of-a-kind pro training series. How's it work? In video 1, we'll prepare you for immediate success in the storage auction game. You'll complete a comprehensive self-evaluation of your strengths, weaknesses, and resources as an auction hunter. We'll help you make a precise plan so you're ready for any storage auction. You'll also get to watch an exclusive roundtable discussion with Dan Dotson and us pros.
So you kind of like the online stuff.
Yeah, I love the online.
Very
ever
good.
Since it started.
At the end of this introductory session, you'll know the first steps you need to take to make good money in this business. In video 2, you'll learn firsthand why the pros do what they do to achieve financial freedom and success. Then we'll teach you how to get your piece of the pie.
First storage unit I bought, 75 bucks, $900 profit.
In video 3, we'll dig deeper into what it really takes to be a pro picker.
We found a $100,000 deal, I mean, when can you do that? It's that easy, really, once you learn it.
Our team will walk you through how they got started and coach you as you build a strategy that consistently makes you money. At this point, you'll have storage auctions down to a science. So in video 4, we'll transition to other buying venues where you'll learn the art of hunting at garage sales, swap meets, private auctions, and more. With these new buying resources in place, we'll show you how to find inventory, increase your cash flow, and grow your business. In videos 5 and 6, we'll show you how to resell like a pro. At the end of the day, it's all about profit. And us pros will teach you some great ways to flip your bounty efficiently and effectively at the same venues you already scored in. In video 7, we move on to the virtual sale, the unlimited market. You'll learn how to use some of the best online services available so you can make money right from your home computer or smartphone.
It's got a barcode on the back, which makes it really easy. Your smartphones nowadays, you can download a barcode scanner app.
The technology out there today gives you so much flexibility and freedom in this business, you'd be crazy not to take advantage of it.
Yeah, I've always called eBay a necessary evil. It's something, if you're going to be successful in this industry these days, how technology has grown, you've got to be able to sell online.
In video 8, we'll go in depth on how to build a network that makes you money buying or reselling, and you'll see us sell items from the couple's first storage unit.
Here we go, here's the couple's piece.
In video 9, you'll see auction hunting from Dan and Laura Dotson's point of view.
All right, we're ready to go, and here we go. Gotta be nice, a manly man tool unit. Here we go. How much money? What are you gonna pay for me? Give me 500.
Where else can you get tips from the auctioneer's perspective?
You know, the majority of the units that you buy, they're not going to be the big $1,000, $2,000 items. They're going to be that $20, $30, $50 item that you can double or triple your money on that, and that's where that's how you're going to feed.
By the end of this pro training series, you'll have everything you need to successfully run an auction hunting and picking business.
All right, you can see there's a ton of value being given here. This is packed full of wisdom, tips, and tools to get you out there making money from week one.
And I know you're committed to getting ahead in this treasure hunting game.
You're here and you're watching this video. That tells me you're ready to move forward.
But I have to tell you, just like at the auctions, you're gonna have to act fast.
And to give you the added confidence this training has everything you need, we're going to throw in a few extra bonus items. Bonus number 1, as you've already seen, networking is a huge part of this business. So we're setting you up with a private forum where you can connect with and learn from other pro trainees and us pros. For bonus number 2, we put together a pro version of the storage unit evaluation game where you'll master the art of bidding. You'll be able to practice with videos taken from real storage auctions. Bonus number 3 is the pro training ebooks you can download right to your computer. The first ebook is the Pro Training Tip Bible. It offers 33 more tips to complement the 175 already covered in the free video. Ebook 2 provides advanced training on storage auctions with important checklists you can download and take with you. The third ebook tackles industry truths, trends, and tactics. Bonus number 4 is time sensitive. For anyone that buys in the next 48 hours, it's called Back Pocket Pros. It's pro tips in real time from the trenches. These are raw, uncut video clips from the field. Watch us buying, selling, and raking in the cash like we've done for decades. Bonus number 5 is a big one. We're going to teach you how to combine all these valuable skills into your very own reselling business. We'll talk about things like whether you should incorporate, get a resale license, and how you can take advantage of tax benefits. Today, you can get your Storage Treasures Pro Training membership, which includes the 9 training videos and the exclusive bonus videos we just talked about. We're also going to provide you with vital interactive downloads that complement each video. And throughout the entire Pro Training series, you'll have exclusive access to our experts and ongoing support. All this for only $297. Sure, that's a chunk of money for a lot of people. In fact, $300 is the average amount auction hunters spend on buying 1 or 2 units. Or what a picker would spend on a weekend at a flea market or a garage sale. But everybody knows you gotta spend money to make money. Wouldn't you rather have this training before you risk your hard-earned cash? These graduates are sure glad they did.
Go ahead and give it a try. I promise you, you will not go wrong.
Just really, really good advice, and I thank you. I hope you take this class. You'll be surprised. You'll learn a lot.
Yes.
Once you invest in pro training, every single unit you win or purchase will become more profitable because you will be more educated on what to buy, what price to pay, and how, where, and when to sell your goods for top dollar and fast.
Well, do you think that's worth the $297, babe?
I do. And at the end of the day, it's our mission to help bidders make money. Nobody benefits if bidders overpay, burn out, and never buy another unit.
If we all educate ourselves, then there are plenty of quality units to buy at prices you can make money on. And there's more opportunities beyond the storage auctions.
So commit, make a change in the positive direction. Click the button below and join us in the Storage Auction Pro training today.
I absolutely encourage you to buy it. It's worth it.
We know money doesn't grow on trees, so we price this as low as we can. And not only that, we've eliminated all the risk with a 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Anyone can do this with the right education.
Take the first stab, and we'll make sure it's worth your effort.
We want nothing but success for you.
That's why we put together this training.
If you're serious about becoming a pro auction hunter and a pro picker, then join us in this program today.
Click the button below and get started.
Click to join right now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you inside Storage Treasures Pro Training.